Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the channel. Today I will be doing my tier ranking of the Indigenous Gurnseys for this season. So yeah, let's get straight into it. So yeah, I guess I should probably start showing you my tiers. Top one is outstanding to great, good, average, and disgusting at the bottom. So yeah, I've obviously taken a look at a few of these Gurnseys, and I have a pretty good idea of where I'm going to probably put all these Gurnseys. So, yeah, let's get straight into it. Obviously, I'll zoom in here. We got Brisbane, up first. And in my opinion, they're probably a great pushing towards outstanding. It's very, very good. I really, really like the pattern of it. The lion looks really, really good in the centre, and like all the Indigenous patterns at the bottom. But yeah, just one of the best ones. They always have a good one, Brisbane. Not as good as their one from last year, though. I do remember it. Now, Sydney's. It's the exact same as last year, and while it was pretty good last year, it's pretty average this year. I feel like you can give something the same if it's been around for more than a year. So yeah, that's just the reasoning why I put that one there. The pattern is fairly good though, which is probably keeping it out of disgusting. I'll do our one. I feel like ours is in grey. Now, it could be pretty harsh, but this is the first real good. And I mean, ours was pretty good last year, but apart from that, we haven't really had a good one in a while, that's for sure. And yeah, this one looks really, really nice. It's pretty difficult to see, but yeah, like all the patterns are there, and in the black stripes. And yeah, I'm actually a pretty big fan of this Guernsey. I don't normally say that for Collingwood Guernseys. I got Carlton. Now look, Carlton's is obviously pretty interesting because last year's they had something pretty similar. This year's is probably not as good. I'll give it a good though. I can always reshuffle at the end if I have to. But yeah, for now it's in good. Yeah, I just don't feel like it's as good as the one from last year. Now, I'm sure lots of people would probably agree with me here. I think Hawthorn's going outstanding. They haven't had amazing ones in a few years, but if you just look at that hawk, it just looks absolutely sensational on the Guernsey. And yeah, I can't wait to watch the Hawks running out with that Guernsey on, that's for sure. Brisbane's other one, I guess, I forgot to do. I don't like it as much, but it's still fairly good. But yeah, that's just my opinion. St Kilda's as well. It's also going up in the outstanding tier, in my opinion, above Hawthorn, because it's just so Australian. Got the red, yellow, and black like the Aboriginal flag. It's just a fantastic idea. And yeah, I can't believe it's taken this long for this idea to occur, you know. Next we got Port Adelaide. Theirs is pretty good. It's great, definitely. But it's better than Collingwood's. It's probably pushing to outstanding. It does look very, very good. Yeah, I'll probably leave an outstanding for now. I can always reshuffle at the end, like I said before. So, yeah, I'll just leave it there for now. Fremantles, or whatever their weird name is, forgot. But yeah, theirs is pretty good. It's better than Carlton's. But yeah, never been overly a huge fan of Fremantles. The patterns obviously aren't as good as some of the other clubs, which is mainly the reason why I put it in good instead of great like a few of the other ones. Now, West Coast certainly is great. You just look at theirs. They finally changed up their Guernsey. They haven't changed it up in a little while. But yeah, theirs this year looks really, really good. I like the eagle. And yeah, just the pattern. They always seem to nail their patterns, West Coast. Most teams do, actually. Now, I'm actually a big fan of GWS's this year. I probably think it's better than Port's. I don't really know why, to be honest. It just looks really, really good. I just really, really like the way they've set it out. The thing that I don't like is probably keeping it from top spot is like the weird little footprints in the middle, if you can kind of see there. in the middle of the orange circle there. So, yeah, I guess that's just the main reason why it's keeping it from top spot at the moment. Do Gold Coasts, well, 2, I guess, because I've got their away blue one as well. To be honest, their blue one is average. Pushing, actually, no, you got to put one in disgusting. I'm going to put that in disgusting. It's pretty hard to see the pattern, but it's just not very good. But their other one is probably in great. I didn't like their one from last year too much, the Gold Coast. But they've nailed their home one this year, and they'll be wearing that 2 in round, I think it's round 11. Now, up in Darwin, which would be really, really cool against the Bulldogs. And obviously, this round, they'll probably be wearing that blue one against the Brisbane Lions. And I really, really don't like it. Now, I do the 2, Dreamtime ones. Richmond's, in my opinion, is good. Definitely not as good as last year's. I actually think Fremantle's is probably better. I'm actually going to put Essendon's in average. I really like the bird. I just don't like the grey. It's probably better and good. It's better than Carlton's too. Yeah, I'm just not a fan of the grey. But I really, really like the bird and the patterns. And Richmond's, I just don't like the patterns as much. So, again, that's just the reason why I like that one. Sorry, that's why it's keeping that one out of grey. Western Bulldogs, I feel like I haven't really nailed one in too long. But it's pretty difficult to see. They've got, like, this weird-looking pattern going on with the lines and all. And with the white collar, the new white collar they have with their Guernsey, it kind of is a little bit off-putting. But I'm sure it does look a lot better on the actual player than it does by itself here. But from what I've seen at the moment, it's going to go behind the Blues. Sorry to all the Dogs fans who think they've nailed a Guernsey. That you certainly have. Probably got one better than last year, so that's always good. Adelaide's is an outstanding as well. And again, because of the GWS footprints, I'm probably going to put it above it. I just don't like the footprints. It's just so weird on the GWS Guernsey. Now, the 2 Melbourne ones, they'll be wearing, I believe, this one for this upcoming clash against Port Adelaide. And this one for their home game in round 11 between Freo, I believe. So, yeah, this one is going up in the top tier. It's above St Kilda's, in my opinion. But this one is also very, very good. But I'm going to put it below Adelaide's. So not quite as good. I just really, really like the light blue for some reason. It just really, really makes it stand out. And don't get me wrong, this one is arguably nearly just as good. Now we got North Melbourne's. And I don't really have too much of an opinion on North's. Their pattern isn't amazing. I really like theirs from last year, though. So I'm actually pretty disappointed that they didn't keep it. Instead of having this, I'm actually going to drop it down to average. And then we got the 2 Geelong ones. I believe they're wearing this one this week. I'm wearing that one against the Giants the following week. Yeah, this one's going to go below Sydney's. But this one's actually going to go up here. I actually believe it's actually alright. I actually think it might... Oh, yeah, I'll keep it at the end of good for now. It's almost like they need a column in between great and good, because you've got, like, the very good ones, like Geelong, Gold Coast and all them. So, yeah, I guess that's really it. I can do some reshuffling. If I was to reshuffle anything, I'd probably put Ports in front of GWS's. I think I'm pretty happy with this column. Maybe Gold Coast above ours and West Coast above Brisbane's. I think that's what I'm going to do. For this column, I'm pretty happy with it, to be honest. Just not a fan of Richmond's patterns. It's just keeping it from being much, much, much higher. Not a fan of the collar on the Dogs this season, which just makes the Guernsey look really, really off-putting to me for some reason. Yeah, not a fan of this Geelong one compared to the other one. This one certainly is way better. Not a fan of the North one, and the Blue Gold Coast one does look pretty bad. And again, Sydney have had this one for, I think, 3 years or more now, so they've really just got to change their Guernsey, because I do remember their Aboriginal Guernsey with like the swan that they wore from like 2018 to maybe 2020 or 2021, and that was a very, very, very good Guernsey, and I could see why they decided to keep it for that long, but this one is just so much more off-putting. But yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with this, actually. So yeah, that's my tier ranking of all the Aboriginal or Indigenous Guernseys for upcoming Indigenous rounds. I hope you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for some more footy videos coming out soon on the channel, and all my tipping videos and my Collingwood reviews